Hello everybody, time for some more roster reviews, and today we're starting with Moomer. He's in I don't know. 4.5 million GP, started about a year and a half ago, but said he didn't really know what he was doing until last summer, so summer 2023. He has bought a bunch of Lightspeed bundles. So we got Sprinkler, Kylo, and Executor. So he's doing quite well in Fleet. Top 5 right now. I don't even know what his payout is, but seems like it wouldn't be a stretch for him to climb. Chromium 2. And he's looking for direction with his next moves, or just which squads to build up, or should he go for GL and whatnot. And also wants a couple Omicron recommendations, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Of course, we got a lot of these Lightspeed fleets there. No Negotiator. I would say 100%. You already have Malevolence at 5-star. If you're not already, start farming Negotiator shards. I think even if you're close to a 6-star Malevolence, you still want to get the 5-star Negotiator before that, because 5 to 6-star Malevolence is not a big deal. I mean, the progress you've made, it's progress towards 7-star. You're not going to see a huge difference until you hit that. So definitely go for Negotiator. So Chromium, you're having 2 fleets defense, 2 fleets offense. That's probably Executor. I think Malevolence, but I mean, it's low gear. Chimera, and then one of these others. So you could get rid of one of the others for Negotiator fleet. Galactic Republic fleet, I'm always recommending it. Yeah, a lot of work. So this is not one that's been used really much at all, it seems like. Definitely worth working on. I mean, you got everything in place. You got stars for all of them. Farm Anakin's Starfighter on the node. Seems like you would have been doing that if it's already 4 stars, but keep that up. That's definitely one of the good fleet nodes to hit. Same with Marauder and Plo Koon. It's easy to farm. It's Galactic War currency, so get that ship. Your Plo Koon's at 3 stars, so that's just my recommendation for fleet. I'm giving it to almost everyone because, like, so many people I see don't have it up and running. This Empire fleet is nice. I mean, you just have these 3 ties in the start. You're probably already doing this TIE Defender in the back. Work on the TIE Defender more. Just try to get some more gear on Iden. I know she takes Chirotech, so be judicious, of course, but it's worth working on for the future. Don't think you have to work on our whole team just to get her up for the ship. So yeah, that's with fleets. Pretty good there. Characters, we got Sprinkler, Kylo, and Rey, as thanks to the bundles. And we got CLS squad, I think in Relic Wampas, in Relic 5 with its Omicron, Starkiller with the good Omicron. Yeah, Bounty Hunters, Crux Omicron, nice. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be getting some recommendations. I am really happy to see Crux there. Captain Rex. That's very nice. Let's see Rebels overall. That seems like a pretty built-up faction. C-3PO at tier 12. Do you have many Datacrons? You are dabbling in some Datacrons. Actually got a good bit of Datacrons, so it might be worth getting C-3PO to Relic 3 just for utilization. Okay, him and 3PO and Chewie first. It looks like you're closer to Tier 13 there, so it's definitely keep that priority, and then maybe C-3PO, just so you can use some Datacrons with that team. The rest of these guys, kind of leave them for now. Jedi. He also asked about Revan, so I'll take a look at that. Revan is gear 12. That's nice. Revan team. You have Padme is a question. Okay, no, not really a built-up Galactic Republic team. So what you could do with Jedi Knight Revan, actually you could use Calcatar Old Ben. I was gonna say to work on Mace as a 5th, but use Jedi Knight Revan, Bastila, Jolie, Grandmaster Yoda, as Zeta on Jolie, and then Revan's lead as first priority, or Revan's lead first and then Jolie. To get that working. Yoda's the one you want in relics if you only pick one. But you already have Cal Katarn here. And I'm forgetting if we had like Mon Mothma or anything. No Mon Mothma. So you can use Cal Katarn with Jaina Revan. That's just fine. Maybe even Old Ben too instead of someone, but I do really like Bastila, Jolie, and Yoda in there, so I'd probably pick one of those to run with him. Definitely worth working on. Definitely worth working on Anakin. This is in his natural state after purchasing the Hyperdrive bundle, so I know you have not touched Anakin. Maybe you gave him a couple ability mats. So that is worth it. Also, Padme is worth working on, getting. Should be able to unlock her. Is she unlocked and I just didn't see her? Yeah, she is unlocked. Okay, she's Gear 1, Level 1. Definitely worth it. Because we're probably a long way from JMK. Geos, I mean, should you get them to Gear 12? You need 16,500 power for the Watt mission. GBA is good there. And then the weakest would be as this Omicron. So not quite qualifying. You want to get them to a point basically where you're able to do that Watt mission and help out your guild. You already have a 5-star Watt, so seems like people are at least carrying you to some degree. But you want to return the favor, so that's just kind of being a good guild mate. And you already have the Pago Omicron, so that's a win-win for the guild. That's kind of a guild thing. You want to get them up. Just so you're winning the Watt mission. After you're winning the Watt mission, that's where you can take a break. With Empire. So we don't have Darth Revan yet, but he is definitely worthwhile to get. You're gonna need the HK, Bastila Sean, and then I think you get, okay, yeah, you get Karth for free, T3, or not for free, from the Lightspeed bundle. You just need to get Juhani, and she is in Ina, I think, or Juhani and Canderous. E3 is not part of it, sorry. Got myself mixed up. So they're in Cantina, I think. Might take some time. It is worth getting him. His event is more difficult than Jedi Knight Revan's, so it is more difficult than Jedi Knight Revan's, so you're gonna have to develop definitely Bastila Fallen and HK the most, but Juhani you need some good development on, I remember. What was I looking for? Air resistance. So he said he's got his working on the Zori team. Oh yeah, she's already 7 stars. So yeah, fantastic early relic priority. Probably first relic priority since everything else is set up there. So I know you're working on 3PO and Chewie. You actually probably want to get Zori to Gear 13 and some relics before 3PO and Chewie, even. And then Sith overall. Okay, so for Omicron recommendations, kind of tough because you don't have 2 of these best characters geared at all. A Savage Press, high on the list. Give him some normal gear. He doesn't require Chirotex, which is amazing. If you get him to Gear 11, Gear 12, really relics like Gear 13, where you're going to start seeing it be amazing. So that is someone to work towards, and then give him an Omicron for sure. But if you're looking to immediately slap one on, maybe not him. Trey is also one of those, but her team looks like it's not built up at all, so maybe not a great use at the moment. So I'm gonna have to look around a little bit off camera to figure out what is the best Omicron use at this current moment, assuming it's Grand Arena, because I think you should be focusing on Grand Arena Omicrons. Okay, after looking at the whole roster kind of off camera and seeing what is developed and what isn't as far as Omicron options, I would stick with at least Savage Press, and then Trey is definitely a high priority, even though they're not worked on right now. Also, you don't need to burn your Omicrons right away. If you have 40, you don't have to spend them immediately. Like you could hold off and wait a little bit. But those are my recommendations for Grand Arena. It's going to take some time to develop them. Otherwise, the only thing you're really looking at as far as a good Grand Arena Omicron for the present moment is First Order TIE Pilot. It makes the team really good, but you require like Hux and Sith Trooper with him to actually make it work. And right now, I think you're going to be using mainly a Supreme Leader Kylo team. You could have 2 teams, but then you're stuck with like, it's just the Supreme Leader Kylo show. He doesn't have a lot of support. You get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren Masked, First Order Officer, Kylo Ren, and then maybe like First Order Stormtrooper or something. And then you have a hit squad that gets out really fast because First Order TIE Pilot's Omicron gives out a lot of speed. And you got Hux, Sith Trooper, First Order TIE Pilot, Captain Phasma, and then probably like Executioner or something. So you can run 2 First Order teams that way if you get the Omicron. It's one, fair disclosure, it's one I don't really use anymore, so it does expire after a certain point. Like, you don't get use out of it. But I think that time would be pretty far off for you. So that is just one of the other recommendations. I wouldn't chase another GL right now. 2 is pretty solid for what you have. Just work on all those other teams I was mentioning. And then for Darth Revan, you can make it work without Malik for a while, although Malik should be a target. Then if you don't have Malik, you want to run Sith Marauder or Sith Empire Trooper in there. So you've got Revan, Bastila Shan, Fallen, HK-47, Sith Marauder, and Sith Empire Trooper. Actually, so you need both of them. Or you could wait until you're close to Malik to really develop the team a lot. So that's that. And now let's look at some mods. So we got Supreme Leader Kylo and Rey the Fastest. Only 4 Zetas on each of them, actually, just noticed. Basic is missing and Press the Advantage. Press the Advantage definitely is focus to skip if you can't get them all on him. And then actually, I think the Basic might be a good second one to skip or like hold off on. He said he has been farming a lot of mods, like 3 refreshes a day, which is great for people that get Lightspeed bundles, hyperdrives, that you really need to work on the mods. I mean, it's speed focus here and then the crit damage triangle, so that's pretty good speed. Definitely for a younger account like this. Ray Austin health has, per usual, pretty good health, pretty good speed. This is really good, really solid there for the modding. Fastest on GL is Captain Rex. And he's also that's pretty solid for a 1.5-year old account. Like, you can't buy good mods, so it does take work. Yeah, good speed, some extra potency, I like it. And Mara Jade, also really fast. Plus 127, so a little slower than Crex. 319 for damage and potency. That's pretty good to me. She needs more slicing, but that stuff doesn't grow on trees. Oh, I wish I could go side to side in the character review screen on another player's account, but I can't. 308 speed on Piet. Okay, we're starting to taper off a bit at the high end. Still over 300 speed. Yeah, his primaries aren't like as big of a concern. However, you do have a really weak Dark Trooper, I noticed. That's also something to really focus on to make your Imperial Troopers way more valuable. So Relic the Dark Trooper as well. So this all fits into the not a Geo right now, just work on all your teams. Because he already got 2. It's pretty nice. 300 speed and resistance hero Finn. So we're not seeing an extremely steep drop off, which is good. Oh, this is pretty smart. 299 speed on First Order Officer, and then Hux is right below him. That means with Supreme Leader Kylo, you are passing you're poking with him to start, then you swipe with him, then you poke with him, then First Order Officer passes the turn, you swipe, then Hux passes his turn and resets all the cooldowns. So that's actually a really nice order. You can make it work. Han Solo's up here. He's pretty naturally fast. 279. Okay, so we're falling off a bit in the speed, but these are by no means like bad for a 1.5 years. It's really hard to get a bunch of good mods. Bosk is fast enough and has good protection. The slicing doesn't matter too much on the protection mods. It's just finding good flat protection secondaries. So there's one. Now I'll just look around, like beyond just speed, try to look for the good secondaries as well in what you have. And then Grief is slower than Boss, which is good. Okay, we got offense and tenacity here. Not a ton of tenacity. I don't know. Yeah, I guess tenacity is still good, even though your team isn't fully at relics yet. But if you are putting... Oh, tenacity secondary. So it looks like you're leaning more into the offense than the tenacity, and that's fine. I mean, he is sharing his offense. That's actually no qualms with that based on what you have going on right now. But I need to find something to criticize to help you. Crit damage is good. He's a little low. Offense is pretty good. I mean, you have the right idea on stuff. It's just like improving it. Like, those are crap mods. Or speed. Just trying to improve the overall quality. Let me see if anyone's misprioritized or prioritized too low. Vader, okay, crit damage is good. Extra potency is good, and damage. Okay, no, that's good. Everything is looking good. It's just a matter of degree. It's not like a matter of kind on this account. So, Revan, you can't really focus on him too much until he's actually developed and nice. Okay, Wampa. Wampa's weak on the mods. Low speed, low offense. So yeah. Tenacity is something that scales pretty well, like at a very low level, because the amount of tenacity you get doesn't stack too much over time. Like health and offense are more skewed towards like higher relics, but tenacity, you kind of get the best benefit from them even lower. I don't know how he's working for you. Maybe more speed, more health, more tenacity, and just more stats on Wampa. He's kind of low, even with not even sliced up. 5-dot mods. Sukatano doesn't really have a home. I mean, yeah, I think you got most of the priority straight with the mods. So sorry I don't have much more to offer. It's just keep improving them and incrementally. If you find a great mod, if you like get a new mod, roll it. It's great. Try to like sort by your mods, like for that set and that primary. See who has a worse version of that mod, and that is a high priority. Give them the good mod, and then reprioritize like that. It's very nitty gritty and manual, but that's kind of how you improve. And that's it. Thanks for letting me take a look. Next up, we got Stanimal the Ravenous. He's an orphan. That's an interesting guild name. I guess people that couldn't find a place to go. 10.1 million GP. Kyber 3. Started in late 2017, but he said he took a lot of time off, or a few months off, after deleting his mods accidentally in 2019, which that really hurts. I am so sorry for your loss. Stanimal is actually the first donation I ever got on a live stream. I've turned off super chat since then, so not gonna be getting more. But thanks to Stan for back then. That was really cool. And he is focused more on like PvE stuff by far raids, he said, and then TB or actually close second would be TB. So he likes the TB stuff. And right now I see he has he's doing well in Conquest because he got Darth Bane right away. Right here I see a, I don't know, mismatched priority. Like I got R9 on Bane, where he's the sidekick, and C, a Galactic Legend, doesn't have R9. I would have given it to C. But we do have Leviathan, so I assume we have all these meta fleets. Or no, we don't. We don't have Profundity. So Profundity is a huge focus. He said he wanted to focus more on Dark Side because his roster had a lot of Light Side. I don't think that's... I mean, if you're doing TB, yeah, if you're focused on TB, actually that might like be a legitimate reason. But I just think that's not a good way to like focus on things. Even in TB, you want a good Razor Crest and Xanadu Blood. Yes, they are not required to unlock Executor, and you are not using this in Fleet Arena, but still, these guys are severely lacking for an otherwise amazing fleet. Like, that's really going to hinder you. And also in territory battle, I don't know if you're getting by with them like that. I don't know. They're benefiting you all the way up through in that middle territory zone, whatever you call it. Malevolence also just really low gear. Grievous, gear 9 Grievous. I don't get that. You really want to work on that. You want things well balanced, especially in Kyber. You have 3 fleets on offense, 3 on defense. So right now you got Leviathan, Executor, Chimera, Negotiator, and then you're either working with your gear 9 Grievous or Home 1 Radis Finalizer, some of those. So Grievous definitely worth gearing, even if you're not going to use a Grievous droids team. He needs to be up and running for his ship. Like, what is the speed on this? 157. That's pretty slow, and it's like a pretty fast. It gets up to be pretty fast. Maybe it's working fine. I don't know. But I think the stats scale based on the malevolence for the the droids, so he is a very important relic. And then Profundity's also like a big thing. So yeah, the Rogue One guys. I mean, the ships are 7-star, which is a good start. The Rogue One guys aren't there. This fleet's pretty good. I mean, if you're not already, farm the shards of Marauder. It's nice to see. I mean, you're a late game account, so you're more likely to have Bad Batch. But like, it's nice to see Bad Batch developed in one of these reviews. Just gotta farm the ship. It's slow, but you gotta do it. Plo Koon, your 5's really. You can kind of get by, I guess, with the Y-Wing, Anakin, Marauder, and then Ahsoka in the back, and then even a low gear Plo. But Plo needs some gear just to make him like survive. And then GL. So we have 6 GLs missing. BMK, right? And Jabba. 2 very notable absences. So those are definitely priorities. Like, I don't know, you look like you got plenty of dark side to me, so you don't need to like use that as a criteria, honestly. Yeah, R9 for all these GLs except Sith Eternal Emperor. I do think Sith Eternal Emperor is one that can use it. The 2 that I think are the best to not give R9 to are actually the ones you don't have, JMK and Jabba, so that's fine. But Jabba, you are missing out on a lot by not having him. Because you're not getting that mod event, and like if you're TB focused, he's got a special node in every planet up the middle. Like, he's extremely valuable in TB. So yes, you got Boosh at R5, but definitely need Corsantin and Skiff. Like, if you're not farming them already, I hope that you have some shards that you just haven't promoted them. But this is really like high level focus. Like, this high priority. Really need to get Jabba, and he has dark side, so I still want to work on that. And so Stan said he did want to work on Afra as well, and then he was working on Geonosians and Night Sisters. We'll look at them in a second. But you don't need to. Go for the next GL. And Profundity, like, Jabba and Profundity, it should be top of your list. Like, because Profundity's, again, good in the TB. I mean, this Sith faction is, like, pretty dope. It's, like, huge. I mean, Talon Omicron seems like is a luxury one. Can't complain about Sith. Night Sister, I mean, yes, they are important to finish Two Wickeds and Shadows tier 3, but it looks like you already have what you need to do that. I mean, Marin, yeah, she's gear 12. That's enough for Jedi Cal. I didn't look to see if you have Jedi Cal. So I'll have to check that. I guess they're close enough. You can finish them off. But unless Acolyte and Talia are like for platoons, that doesn't make sense. You're working on Geonosians. Yeah, you can get them to R3, but I don't think that takes priority at all over like Jabba and Profundity. Oh, Jedi, I need to check Jedi Cal. I don't see him. Yeah, I don't think we have Jedi Cal. I mean, he's also something. It's pretty easy, honestly, if you have the Chirotex. Seer 7-star, Cal 7-star. So you need Seer gear 12. Pretty close, seemingly. Artful, almost 7-star. Yeah, get him to 7-star, get him to gear 12. I mean, you want Jedi Cal. Like, he's someone that's gonna slot into what you already have pretty well. Saw 7-star. Yeah. Jedi Cal, actually get ready for him before Jabba, because Jabba just is a long road. He's more important, but it's a long road to get there. Get all Zetas on Bane, 2 Omicrons, 3 Omicrons on Grand Inquisitor. You got a lot of Omicrons to go around. So it's interesting. I think not too worried about GAC. I guess you can leave her low. Gotta work on this stuff for Jabba. What else are we looking at here? Oh yeah, Afra. I mean, she is a good farm. That is something good for you, but I would not go for her. Or Java necessarily. Okay, well, you're kind of close. I mean, you're close on the stars. And then... Oh, no, it's easier to find this way. 7 stars, but low gear. Sign of stars is small. 7 stars. Yeah, so it's like you have the shards, just developing them. I would say Jedi Cal 1, Jabba 2, Profundity 3, and then Afra. And like, she seems cool, she's fun, but not the highest priority in the world. Let me just sort by the bottom, see what else we're missing. Caddy Mundi, sorry man, you missed the bus. You're not gonna, it's not gonna happen for you. Zori, big deal. Gotta work on Zori. Trench, you don't have to. I mean, Django seems like a pretty big oversight. I should have looked close at bounty hunters. Do you have a good bounty hunter team? Hey, you got a functional team. Mace, that's a big oversight. Grievous is a big oversight. Jock T, oversight. Radis, I mean, get him the Omicron. What do you... Why? He's gear 9, gear 10. 5's oversight. I guess you're rich on Zetas and hard pressed for gear. Bam, oversight. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff, a lot of leap. Doing to me, man. At R9 or gear 9. Biggest oversight in the world. Okay. All right, that was kind of hard. I'm glad I looked at it like that though, because Cat is one of the most versatile, best characters in the game. Most versatile. You can use her anywhere. Like, I mean, you need JMK too. Like, you got a lot to do. Like, forget about whatever comes out next that's new. Forget about Gungans. If you're had your eye on them, yeah, you gotta get JMK as well. I forgot. So, Jedi Cal, just because he's easy. Then Jabba. Then Profundity. Then JMK, and then Afra. Afra is not a priority. But even before all that, Cat. Work on Cat. Put her with Padme team. Padme, JKA, Ahsoka, GK, and Cat. It's gonna be amazing. Basically better than JMK. You don't even need to rush JMK if you you could put JMK even lower in the priority, but that is a huge, enormous oversight there. Time to look at the mods. I'll give you a little bit of slack because of the whole delete thing, but you've had 5 years at this point, 4 or 5 years to work on mods, so hopefully they're good. And right out of the gate, that is a fast character. 206 extra speed, even on a GL, is blazing fast. 27, 25, 29, there it is. I was like, there's gotta be some 28s, 29s, 27, 27. So that is really, really fast. That's amazing. Spring of Kylo. Pretty fast. I'd actually make him the fastest man alive. Make him the Flash as opposed to Lord Vader. But if they're all just protection primaries, then I guess he can't take the protection primaries. That's pretty good. Ray. Office and health. Pretty good. A little slower. Not the biggest thing in the world for Ray. Good damage. Very nice damage. Well. Ooh, yeah, some not slice. That's a no-no for GL. Plus 146, it's slow. I think you can get more protection at R9. Yeah, so this doesn't belong on him. Okay, you got the only thing right is it's a protection primary, but it's low speed and there's not any flat protection on the secondary. This one's pretty good. This one's decent. It's got a good bit of flat protection. It keeps slicing. It's green. You got 3 more rolls. Hopefully you get speed and protection and then recalibrate it. That's a solid one. I don't know why you have crit chance. That's no. Like, there's nothing really gained from that. Either defense or like health or something. Probably defense. So this is going in the right direction. So there's flat protection there. Slice this one up. This is definitely in the right direction. Very much so. Protection percentage and flat protection. That's nice. This is kind of in the right direction. I mean, you need to slice it. Like, this is definitely in the right direction. Slice that. Like, favorite your JML and start slicing. I favorite characters just if I need to work on their mods. So, yeah, the high health, slow speed. I think it's a little outdated, but like, it's not the worst thing. I think you want some speed on him. But if you don't have enough to go around, I guess that's a good place to skimp on speed. Leia, you want a speed set. You really want a speed set. If your favorite is raids, you want her at least 540 speed. And then you want crit avoidance. I mean, you can re-mod her for the raid, of course, but she needs speed. And you can get good health even with speed sets. Yeah, this is a bad setup on Leia. I know she's new for you, but yeah, the defense, the health, okay, they're kind of nice, but like, you have one of these sets of the secondary set. You need a speed set. Like, you just need it. She needs to go fast. Her turns are very important. And then we got Mara Jade is the fastest non-GL. 182? Yeah, what do you mean you deleted your mods? You got some good mods. So yeah, I think Leia takes priority over having super fast non-GLs. Maybe not. I mean, I can't say that across the board, but like, Mara Jade looks strong. Sith Assassin, I don't know why is your second fastest non-GL. I mean, you got R8 on her. I think you just want pilot mods on her. I don't think you need to use her anywhere. I think there's always a good substitute. Unless you don't have Marauder. You should have Marauder. Unless you don't have Marauder or Sith Empire Trooper, like, I don't see a need to ever use her. So she's very primed to steal good mods from and give them to Leia. Or someone. Darth Revan, nice. Plus 175. Great health. Crit damage. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Seven Sisters fast. That's enough for me to know. All offense and health. A little more protection focus. You can kind of get away with that if you're running him under Lord Vader. Doesn't matter quite as much. But if you ever use him not with Lord Vader, you want the health instead of the protection. I guess you don't have any protection primaries, so actually you just got good secondaries. So no, your primaries are... Oh, that's where it is. 13% protection. Nice. I'll take it, actually. Yeah, it's a little lower on the speed than usually people have them, or on the priority list. It's 158 or 337. So he's solid. Echo's fast. Yeah, he's one of those where, like, you don't get him out first, you might be donezo with that attempt, so who knows. Talon's a little high. Yeah, you can take her mods, good mods, and give them to someone else. Like, she doesn't need that much speed. Her turns are next to inconsequential. So the speed isn't that big of a deal. Dooku's naturally fast, but if you have a ton of speed on him, I feel like that could go on someone else. I mean, that's a really fast offense set. You could put that somewhere else. Dooku is not important. Stark doesn't need to be this fast. He's way too fast. Second sister does not need to be this fast. She's way too fast. She gets pilot mods. He's there for a ship, and her ship doesn't care how fast it is. Star Killer. That's good speed. He just starts a little lower. That's pretty good. Crit damage triangle you need. For sure, for sure. Who else is too fast? Some of it's flipped. Like, some of these guys could be up here, like past Dooku, a Sith Assassin, Colonel Stark. Yeah, just some backwards priorities. Revan. Oh, this is terrible. This is abysmal. He needs a speed set, and then he only really cares about survivability primary, so like health. And since he's mainly focused on speed, and his primaries aren't the biggest deal, he's actually a good candidate for really fast mods that have defense on them, on their primary, because those are hard to find a home for. Krex is slow. Why? 100. He needs speed. Like, all those that I criticized that are too fast, like, he is too slow. Gas, Y crit damage. You need tons of protection on him. This is 100% wrong. This is just 150% wrong. Oh, wait. Hold on, I'm trying to get my counts all mixed up. 5s! Yeah, that's an enormous oversight. I was thinking from pilot standpoint, this is a huge issue. You gotta fix that. Oh, and then you need gas to have a ton of protection. Nothing else is like a big concern. But Solo's, he looks fine. All offense, yeah, he's fine. Malicos is looking low. All health, offense. Take Dooku's mods, or like Dooku's offense that give it to him. Sorry, Stan. There's a lot that's missing here, so you need to really reprioritize your modding in a lot of places. Keep working on the mods overall. That's too slow for him. Well, I guess it's not the most important for speed, but I think it's still too slow for him. Yeah, you got a lot to work on. I'm not going to repeat stuff because it's on video. You can just go back and rewind. Well, a lot of stuff to work with. I do appreciate you letting me take a look, but even with the TB focus, a lot of this stuff really matters to change. So appreciate it, man. See you later. And our last review today, I've been running a little over on time, is This Is The Way, 5.75 million. Started, he said, exactly April 20th of 2022, so coming up on 2 years old. Kyber 4, pretty impressive actually. He was going for Executor back in the day, but now he said he's going for Leia. Updated his Discord request. That's the nice thing about having a Discord server. The requests can be updated. Back when I just used the sheets, it was too much of a hassle to update things. He's getting late arena crystals, he said. He was free to play until the Lightspeed bundles happened, so that explains some of the jump in GP. That's pretty high GP for 2 years. I hope to get there with the GoTanks account. So we got Negotiator Gear 12, Chimera Gear 12, Malevolence at Relic 6. Do have Executor. We're working on Profundity or anything. That seems so. Let's check the Galactic Republic fleet status. It's such a good fleet, and you have all the pieces there, but they are neglected hardcore, which is very sad. Gear 1, level 2 5s, not great. Gear 11 Plo, makes sense. I mean, a lot of times you can get away using Plo and not using 5s now, because no Y-Wing! There is no Y-Wing! Has to be just not activated, right? Because you do have Wrecker. You need Y-Wing, dude. What the heck? Where's your Y-Wing? Like, that fleet needs a lot of work. This fleet's it's got a good start. TIE Advanced, Imperial TIE Bomber. Got 7 stars on Defender, but Gear 8 Iden. Like, Iden, you even have the Zeta or Omicron. Give her some gear. You need some gear. Give her some relics, too. You don't need to have TIE Interceptor to make that fleet work. Like, just once you get into your first, like, how many times do you not get any reinforcements in? You get her in as a reinforcement and take it away. Rey and Supreme Leader Kylo is the only 2 GLs. Whether you got Supreme Leader Kylo before the bundle or not, I don't know. Star Killer R7 with all 3 Omicrons. I don't like this one just because people said it helps against Ray, but it's only when you're unleashed. So most of the time it does nothing. Once you're unleashed, you're like usually in a pretty dominant position. So I do not like that Omicron. But at least Grievous is relicked. For the purposes of ships, at least. Captain Rex done, and the Omicron in both Zetas. This is a bad Zeta. Like, wait, what, the second one's like it. The second Zeta is bad, I think. I don't know if I have it or not, just cause, but it's not really worth it. We're gonna R5. What are the other marquees? We got for Leia. We got the Princess. So it looks like you're working on getting her to gear 13. The last one is, oh yeah, Scout Trooper. R5 already. So yeah, getting close to Leia on the marquees. That's great. Imperial Troopers look pretty good for as like a bargain setup. There's Veers. Oh no, that is Veers. Duh. It's hard to tell apart Veers and Stark. Okay, yeah, this is a bargain setup for Imperial Troopers. Dark Trooper and Piet, the only relics. Can't complain there if you're on a budget. And then let's just look at everything. These are like all requirements or from bundles. So you think maybe they're all from bundles, except does Old Ben get to R5? I don't know. I think it's that for Leia. Whatever. GK. That's an oversight. You need him at relics. He's a relic priority. I think just Galactic Republic in general needs some work. Do we have Padme? We should have Padme. Yeah, Padme's at 7-star. Yeah, like people are neglecting Padme and their Galactic Republic, but it's a really good team. And then Mace is in there. You want possibly as a 5th. Like Padme, Ahsoka, GKA, Mace. Oda, I guess I can give that a pass if you got nothing else that he fits with. Don't have a Revan. Republic, do we have progress towards any? No. I mean, I like him. I think he's worth getting, but people seem to disagree. No Sith Empire whatsoever. Sith is looking strong. This is good. It's an awesome trade team. That is definitely high priority, and it's really refreshing to see that because Grand Arena is better than most non-GL teams, so that is well worth it. Ufus. Then we got CLS there. Our Inquisitors, low star. People usually always have 8th brother because of IG 2000 that they're farming. Our Rebels would be pretty built up. I have 2 you're going to be working on. Yeah, I mean, once you go for funding, that's really the only time you'd start working on those down there a lot more. See Hot Cartel. Boosh R5. Your Sand not farmed, Skiff not farmed. I mean, Jabba is definitely a high priority GL. I'd say after Leia, you should get him rather than someone else. Bad Batch. I mean, these are the 3 for the ship. I'd work on all of them. And they're okay. Got one good team. You know, yeah, that's all you need. Genosians. And I'll probably move on in a sec. Separatists. Yeah, I'm not screaming for more development there. Zori, that's awesome. Good job, high five. Now let's just look at some mods, because I went over a lot on the first 2, and I think that's all the recommendations I have for this one. Of course, we got these 2 at the top. Every single account I'm looking at Supreme Nerd Kylo and Array now. 570, not bad for damage. Small offense, yes. Bad for him. Array. Offense and health. It's a thing now. No one does pure health anymore. I used to do that a lot, but speed is pretty much all you need for her. think it could get more offense, but no. Yeah, it's fastest on GL, so you're making that Imperial Trooper team work overtime. Plus 167, very solid. And since he might be one of the second major damage dealers on the team, so crit damage I guess makes sense. Dash really fast. No Zeta, but Omicron. That's kind of interesting. I would go for the Zeta over the Omicron. 142 crit damage is fine. Aid. Good speed, yeah, crit damage. Not much. Oh, some extra potency, but yeah, I guess crit chance set with potency. Primary is okay. CLS, offense, and tenacity. Plus 140 speed. This is really solid. Tenacity is a little low. If you're gonna do tenacity, like go in on tenacity. Oh, never mind. That's great. Great cross. This is terrible. This is horrible. Offense. No crit damage. No crit chance. And protection and health. It's kind of marginal either way for him. Resistance here fit. He's the fastest on that resistance team. Not super fast, 110. I don't expect the odds to be like exceedingly deep at this point. We do have Bosk. I'd say much faster than Grief. You might want to speed up Grief to go closely after Bosk. He's a key character, so I'll look at him as always. Good protection and good speed. Star Killer. Finds health, good health. Speed, yeah, it's pretty good. Solid on Star Killer. Darth Vader is easy to get wrong, but offense and potency. Awesome speed for that. Wow, crit damage potency. This is amazing. This is an amazing Darth Vader. Very well done. Yeah, wow. And oh, it's a little bit down there. Damage, crit chance. You don't really need the crit chance. This crit chance is already kind of overflowing. Too often. That's whatever you have the best stats on, like best speed, and yeah, that's not nothing special. Look for good speed. You can replace those crit chance sets for certain. Not too much else I want to check out. Trooper pure offense, hopefully. Yeah, like close to plus 50% on the offense. Slice those up, the 5 dots. Nice. Restore TIE Pilot Omicron. That'll be good for the meantime. Yeah, and that's all for now here. I think we've given you plenty to work on. Just a few mod things to switch around, but otherwise pretty decent mod setup. Thanks so much for letting me take a look. Have a good one. Yeah, so that's it. Another round of roster reviews in the books. Thanks to everyone for participating and everyone's patience and generosity. Appreciate it, guys. I'll see you later.